She's black and vocal, vocal, vocal. She's black and vocal as fuck, vocal. She's black and vocal, vocal, vocal. She's black and vocal as fuck, vocal, vocal as fuck.
Yo, it's your girl Shanita, other known as Soul Sister. Kind of like Soul Train, but so y'all get it? Okay. Forget you. It's okay. I like it. That's all that matters. Welcome to the Black and Vocal as Fuck podcast episode dose. Yes, if you missed episode 1, you tripping. Y'all tripping. But I'm not mad. I forgive you. Just ensure that you go back in the video section and check it out. You're going to want to see it. Listen to it. All of that. Anyhow, this episode I'm super excited about this episode, y'all. I really wish that I could be interviewed for this episode, so I'm going to just be putting in my 2 cents everywhere. But for the most part, it's not about me today. It is about my special guest. We will be talking about ethical non-monogamy. That is a topic that a lot of y'all may not know much about, which is exactly why we're talking about it today, because I want to dispel some myths. There are some stigmas associated with this lifestyle and this love style. We want to talk about that. We want to break it on down, the good, the bad, the ugly, all of the above. So today we have Mr. Dwayne and we have Mrs. Shanita. And they are my gurus. They are my champions. Wow. Shanita is the queen of polyamory. Damn, I wasn't supposed to tell y'all that. Y'all, I'm fucking up. It's okay. Y'all forgive me. It's cool. So, the 2 lifestyles / love styles we're going to discuss today. The first one will be polyamorous. Polyamory, we will talk about what it actually means. A lot of people think polyamory is one man and a gaggle of women. That's one type of polyamory, but we're going to dig into the different dynamics. We're also going to talk about the lifestyle, the ethical non-monogamous lifestyle of swinging. Most people think that includes people swinging on chandeliers and swapping out partners, and yeah, that may be true in some cases, but it's a little bit more to it. We're going to talk about it. I'm excited because I'm learning as I want to teach y'all, so it's super duper duper dope. So, Mr. Dwayne, let's give a brief bio intro of who you are, what you are.
I am Murff, a.k.a. the GOAT, greatest of all time. This bros right here, baby.
We're going to talk about that later.
2006 to 2012, amazing. What's the current champ's name? I'm going to give a shout out to him. The current champ's name, you know who you are. Murph made a shout out to you.
Okay, so y'all listen, he about to run my show for me because this is not on the list, but it's necessary. So when you think of the GOAT, that's the greatest of all time, GOAT.
Mm-hmm. But I started off in 2006. Hammer and Hank, give a shout out to him. He brought me into the lifestyle. Told me the do's and the don'ts. And then I got mentored again by Big D.
What does the D stand for?
I don't know.
I can imagine.
I never asked him that, but he was. I want to get it right. It wasn't Kansas City's Finest, Leon. That's but he had a club going on for a while. It was very good.
Getting history lessons, y'all. Yeah. Get your pen and your pad.
And he really worked with me, showed me, the do's and don'ts, and got me interested in starting my own club. And
well, we're gonna delve into that a little bit more. Yeah. But let's just kind of give them a sneak peek of what are you the champion of? Just quick, real quick.
Well, the champion belt is the pussy eating contest.
Oh, okay.
And what this does, because the lifestyle is basically, most people know, is centered for single females. This belt is to put a spotlight on single males.
Okay.
And we've tried to do a dick sucking contest, but y'all females are just too difficult. y'all
You
wanna
gonna talk shit to me on my own show?
Yeah, I didn't. I'm not talking shit about you.
female, so that mean I'm different.
I ain't saying you. I'm saying in general. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, don't
Hey,
there
y'all,
people
listen,
out there.
we love all people.
Yes, I'm not talking about all females. In general, y'all, it was very difficult to do. We tried. We really,
Maybe
really
it's because the men were organizing it and you guys aren't very organized.
I don't know.
It's a little small.
I don't know. But, they was like, no.
So the champion of pussy eating, that's who we got here today, y'all. I'm sure y'all are interested in what the fuck he got to say, because I definitely will. Okay, ma'am, who are you? What are you? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not ma'am. We're them.
Them, they,
Them,
them.
they, them. Yeah, I'm working on it. I'm going to try today. I'm going to really try hard. That's difficult for me.
I'm Shanita, also known as the CNM Guru.
What is CNM?
Consensual non-monogamy. I teach Black folks how to navigate non-monogamy, whether it's being open relationships, monogamish, swinging, BDSM, polyamory, polygyny, polyandry, polygamy. I do it all,
The list goes
The
on.
list goes on and on.
To the break of dawn. Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I'm the people's champ when it comes to
But you don't have a belt,
relationships
so
and
do I
non-monogamy.
really believe that you the people? Y'all gonna share it today?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm going to need my belt back.
You gotta be a part of the pussy eating contest to get.
I mean, I am,
You
a
just
connoisseur.
don't have a belt. Okay, cool. I listen. At this point, anybody tell me to go, I'm be like, "Where's your belt? Where's your champion belt? If you ain't got one, fuck what you talking about. I ain't about to listen to you."
You know, I'm the greatest of all time when it comes to polyamory.
Yeah, no. I have learned everything I do know about polyamory from her, my husband and I. So she's definitely the go to that. I don't know about the pussy eating part. That's my homegirl, and that's it. We don't go there. But so ethical non-monogamy. So everybody knows what monogamous is. Monogamous is the act of just being in a single relationship, being committed to one person. So I feel like the majority of the world is monogamous. We're definitely in the non-minority part of being the boss is talking to us, y'all. Say hi to the boss.
Hi, boss.
No, you're the boss. Hi, boss.
This close.
My husband is working
Closer.
behind the scenes.
Closer. You want me to caress the mic?
We are not about to have the best.
Hold on, I'm about to do my move over here.
Oh, Lord, y'all, this getting nasty real quick. Slow down, please. We definitely don't want no demonstrations. Or y'all might. So, hey. We going to put his contact info at the bottom.
Please.
So do I.
So,
No, I'm just playing.
he's not playing. So, monogamy. Only one person. If you're married for the rest of your life, that's your person.
That sounds
We get it.
boring.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds boring to her.
Well, I disagree.
You disagree?
It could be very exciting. It just depends on your partner and how honest and how open y'all are to the monogamy. You got one thing. You can't do that missionary position for 20, 30 years.
Sometimes that works for people.
Well, monogamy was only introduced for the poor man, so.
Yeah, I can't argue with
Monogamy was introduced by which poor man?
So poor men can have wives. That's why monogamy was introduced.
Okay.
The world has always been non-monogamous.
Back to who?
I mean, it paid. You have to have for men who had money, they can have multiple wives, and so the poor people were getting disgruntled. The poor men. Let me say that the
They
poor
could only have as many
poor
wives
men
as they could afford.
yes, and so to appease the poor working man, the working class, they introduced monogamy.
Okay.
Hey, I learn something new every day.
You know, that's why they call me the CNM guru. This is what I do on a
okay,
daily.
man,
But
baby,
we
do
poor,
it.
but I'm not monogamous no more. But we still poor. Yeah.
I'm monogamous. I mean, when I'm single, I'm single.
Okay.
But I'm monogamous now. So.
And that's gone.
So are you monogamous in relationships,
Yes.
but monogamous in non-monogamous in other ways?
Well,
So
I tried.
how
Yo,
monogamous is
every
swinging?
time I have a show,
Oh, my
one of my
bad.
guests come on here trying to run shit. This is not hosted by
My
Shanita.
bad.
What are
We
they
are
doing?
supposed to have a
Well, let me
podcast.
answer her question.
What are they doing?
I try to keep things new and always exciting in my relationship. I tell females straight out, if you're gonna deal with me, we're gonna have a lot of kinky, freaky sex. I'm like tying you to the bedpost, chains, whips, toys, all that. If you're not with that, don't be with me.
And that is a part of ethical non-monogamy. It's communication. It's at the
Yes.
top of your list. You have to be open to your partner, your potential partners, and anybody that is going to come around and want to be a part of your lifestyle.
And then plus, you got to learn your partner.
Absolutely.
Learn their do's and don'ts. Learn their erotic zones. It's a lot of videos out here on YouTube. Go study it. Just for your benefit of your partner. Learn and just talk to your partner. Too.
Absolutely. Communication is
Yes.
key.
And
Yes.
that's whether you are monogamous or non-monogamous, y'all.
Yes.
A lot of
Absolutely.
the things that we're going to talk about today may sound unfamiliar, but some of them should be familiar. Whether you are practicing ethical non-monogamy or not, you should be talking to your partner about your desires, what you like, what you don't like, what you
Exactly.
what won't go, what will go. That's extremely important in any lifestyle, and that's why we want to kind of, a lot of times if I tell someone that I'm polyamorous, they're going to automatically assume that my husband got a bunch of bitches.
Yeah.
That's one type of ethical
Well, that's
monogamy.
looking from the outside in.
Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
one, and that's an assumption, and
Yeah.
it can be true, but it cannot. But there are quite a few different dynamics of polyamory. We're going to talk about those. Essentially, what I want you guys to understand, though, is ethical non-monogamy is a form of communication with partners. There is something called unethical
Absolutely.
non-monogamy,
Cheating.
and that is no communication with your partner. So you still have multiple partners the same way that we may. You still may be having sex with multiple people. However, your partner or partners has absolutely no idea. And that is not ethical. That is lying. That is withholding information. However you want to break it down,
That's not being honest.
that's cheating.
And it's-
we are not saying that in the ethical non-monogamy world there are no lies. But what we are saying is the premise of it all is being honest. So let's talk a little bit more about your lifestyle and how long you have been involved.
I've been involved in lifestyle for over 25 years. It's been a journey. It's been a learning experience. Excuse me. I know that, again, the pros of it is I've met a lot of and made a lot of friends that were the most honest people I've ever met in my life. One, Tamika Jones, God rest her soul, she's no longer with us.
Okay.
That was my girl right there. Kept me on point with my club. Just so far as ethical, she was on point with that.
Now, a lot of people assume that if you are involved in the lifestyle, anybody you refer to as a friend or a person you're talking to is somebody you're fucking. Is that how it works?
No. Well, you got to build a type of one. You have to have a vibe with that person. Just
Okay.
because you meet that person, you got the vibe, and it's got again, if he's single or with somebody else, and you want to, like a polyamorous, you've got to communicate.
Okay.
You've got to set boundaries and rules, and this is what I want. And the cons is this, right? There's a lot of people nowadays especially men and females, they are looking for the wrong thing in the lifestyle.
Absolutely.
Okay, what exactly is give my listeners, our listeners, what does the lifestyle mean? What is it? What is the? I gave an actual definition of a lifestyle. It could be anything.
Well, I'm like, it's a lot of fashion. Like, it's swinging, it's BMS, it's polys, as we call it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot of different branches on the lifestyle, but
it's 8 branches under
Yes.
non-monogamy.
yes,
Ethical non-monogamy has 8 branches. Break it down for us, Queen.
Okay, you got open relationship. So that's basically your Will and Jada. You have your open relationship. So most of those are mostly sexual partners. Those are not romantic partners outside of you two. You have monogamous, aka the hall pass. So, what you do when you're out of town, boys trips, girls trips, day trips, whatever. You have permission from your partner to do what you do. Then you have swinging, which can consist of swapping partners. That's where the terms of unicorn and Pegasus, which is for the straight man. Unicorn is for the bisexual female.
Pineapple. What do pineapple mean? Pineapples is everywhere.
Pineapple. Go ahead.
pineapple is to let people know that you're in the lifestyle. It's
Absolutely.
an upside down pineapple.
Absolutely.
And you mostly see that on cruises.
And it don't have shit to do with SpongeBob.
No.
Okay. Yeah.
No.
Although some people do use it as a safe word.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think my husband ever listens to my safe word. He just keep going. He act like he couldn't hear the shit.
Oh, he get being evil with his stuff.
Yeah. He ain't shit, y'all.
He's like, he getting his soul back.
I'ma just come to death. I'ma die coming.
Hey, that's a
ready to
turn
die.
on. To me, that's a turn on. If I can make my partner come, that is better than me having an orgasm.
Absolutely.
And that tells me a lot about you. That means you're a giver.
Yes.
There are a lot
Sure.
of selfish lovers.
Yes.
And they don't give a shit if they partner come or
10,
not.
15 minutes is a selfish lover. Me, I don't care if I can watch a porn and nut in 15 minutes. But if I'm having a intercourse with the person I'm with, it's about her. And, it's about how many times I can make her, it's a difference between sex and intimacy.
Absolutely.
Oh, for sure.
And intimacy is the bomb. Sex is just a game.
It's
a
just
sport.
fucking.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Just fucking.
Yeah, you just fucking.
You're just in it for the end game.
Do you
Yeah.
have a championship belt for how many times you've made a woman? come?
No.
Do you have a number? Do you count?
Number of females I've been with,
No,
I'm
shit,
past
tell us
Will.
that too.
I'm past Will Chamberlain.
I don't know how many Will Chamberlain has.
He had
Listen.
100, right?
No,
What?
he had 25,000.
What? He didn't
What
have
the
no 25,000.
Man, listen.
Oh, well, he kind of
I need a
at
lie
the later
detector test
date,
on my show now.
he recanted that
Yeah,
comment, but I'm like, I lost track after 10,000, and that was when I was about in my 20s.
Do you live? Have you always lived in this city?
Yes. I mean, I've
So you done fucked the whole city.
I have traveled to Freaky Deaky Land.
Oh, okay. But that's not
Asia.
How many
Asia.
freak nicks
No,
have
no.
you entered?
Asia.
Asia.
You got some happy endings.
Yes,
Okay.
very some happy endings. Yes,
Some beginnings.
some beginnings.
You said over 10,000.
Yeah, over 10,000.
I
Yeah.
can believe it.
I'm
And
tired.
so
mean,
the body
look.
count doesn't mean nothing to me.
No,
Not
I
at
wasn't
all.
even talking about that. You said that. I was talking about how many times you made a woman come.
Oh, if I ain't made a woman come at least 10 times before I even insert anything.
What the fuck?
This is
No, I'm like,
this is my type of podcast.
Hold up. Foreplay is the shit. Learn it, guys.
Teach them something.
What does
Yeah.
foreplay consist of?
Foreplay.
Just in case they don't know. Just in case
Because
they
Because
don't know.
don't forget that like 89% of women do not come from intercourse.
Yes.
So let's.
When I realized that, but I was over 30 before I came for the first time.
Oh, well,
Yeah, I was old.
I have never been
I didn't even
part
know
of
what it
that
was.
percentage.
I thought I was just enjoying sex. I thought it was good until I realized.
What's
I mean,
that
but it
term?
also is sex is
What's
more
that
than
term?
just the
But it's another
orgasm.
term I'm about to use. Poor child.
Po child. Not poor. Po. Poor
child.
child. No.
I
And
never knew
then
about that. I
Another
never had
level
those problems.
is I thought I was coming, and I thought that was great until I realized I could squirt, and goddamn.
Well, every
I
woman can
squirted for the
squirt.
first
I
time
didn't
at
know.
27.
But it's a difficult process. It's more for the females or a mental thing. But once you get past that barrier, and there's
It's
nothing
over.
like
Like the fucking
I quench my thirst.
shot Aquafina. That
I mean,
yeah.
until you dabble into tantric
Kids, hey,
sex,
my kids
then
aren't
you hit
watching
a whole
this.
nother
I
level.
think
Into what
I've
kind
I
of
think
sex?
I've achieved
Tantric
that.
sex.
Yeah,
What
where
is
you
that?
don't have an orgasm
Tantric
and you can
sex
just
is
keep on.
when your mind, your spirit, your body connects to the other person.
Is that when you're withholding your orgasm?
You
No,
don't-
I mean-
with a male, you don't have that orgasm, and you just keep on going. But you have that orgasm, but you don't ejaculate.
Tantric
I'm
sex
too
is
old
when
for
you
that
can have an
shit.
orgasm and no one touch you.
Oh, I don't think
It's
so.
a mental
No,
thing.
I'm there yet. I'm there, huh, babe? I'm there. He agrees, y'all. He
And
nodded
that's
his
to
head.
me,
I'm
that's
there.
a part of
Just happened a couple weeks ago.
intimacy
Yes.
that, like I said, that cannot be achieved sexually.
Yeah, because
No.
it's bigger than the physical.
It
Yes.
is.
It goes into the
Your
mental. and that's
orgasm is
what-
not the end game.
So okay, so here's a speculation. Like the lifestyle, with swinging and all the things that are associated with that. Do you just fuck people? Do you need to know their name? Do you need to know where they from? Do you need to get to know them, or can you just have a physical connection with someone and that's it? Do you talk on the phone, text them good morning? How does it work in that lifestyle? Because some people just think. A lot of people think you just fucking.
No, there's more to it than that. You got to, it's first of all, it's got to be a vibe there.
Okay.
Then you got to communicate with each other. Via text, email,
You
call.
had to text over 10,000 mentions?
This was before Texas. So
Was it, were you paging them? 911,
no,
143?
it was like email back in the day.
Yahoo?
Yahoo, yeah.
I love
AOL.
AOL.
Yeah,
Hold on, I
Yahoo
got an
chat.
AOL email address. Hold on.
Because I'm talking about early '90s. There was no texting back in the early '90s.
Okay, so millennials.
yes,
Dial-up internet
Yeah.
was when
Wait a minute,
the
I'm a
computer-
millennial.
You don't.
No, I'm
do you know? You
Generation
know what
X.
dial-up internet?
Yes.
I'm
No, you're
Generation
not
X.
a millennial.
Yes, millennials is from 81 all the way up
What's
to
the other one
94.
called after?
Gen
X?
Z.
Z? Who's
Gen
X?
Z.
Yeah,
Gen
I'm
X is his.
Yeah, I'm
That's
Gen
his
X.
generation.
So Z.
Auto forever.
The latchkey
The computer
kid.
used to dial up. It used to be like.
We was excited for three-way calling when MCI came.
Oh my God, we only had nights and weekends. When we got there
After 9.
we had to wait till after 9 o'clock. It was unlimited. That was exciting for us. But okay, so yeah, a lot of people think swinging is just about fucking.
No.
So
And
you
I-
just walk in somewhere and you see somebody, you be like, I want to fuck her. And you
No.
fuck her.
See, and most people don't realize it's, especially in the lifestyle, it's 3 types of parties.
Okay,
You have
let's
your-
go.
You got your meet and greet,
Meet and greet.
you have your on-premise parties, and then you have your orgies.
Yep.
What was the second one called?
On-premise parties.
What does that mean?
I'm gonna break it down.
Come on, that's
gonna
what
go
we here for,
back.
y'all. We trying
Okay.
to educate.
Educate them
Okay.
folks.
The meet and greet is no sexual activities whatsoever.
Okay, none.
Okay, you're going to a club or a party, and it's just basically you're meeting.
You meeting and you greeting.
Yeah, you meet.
You
You
getting
greet.
to know
Saying hello.
Getting to know people. You like, oh, you attractive, or I'm feeling a vibe.
Creating that vibe.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On-premise party is a combination
Okay.
of the first and the third one. You will have some, like the spot.
Yep.
I'm gonna bring up the spot, even though
It's closed.
it's closed.
Per shame. It was the
And
spot.
Jeff, you should be ashamed of yourself.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean,
You
the
should be
pools,
ashamed.
I don't know who the fuck
poles, you
Jeff
know what I'm
is.
saying? The room. It was
He
amazing.
older, yeah.
Okay, so
You
we're
had
in Kansas City. My bad. I forgot to tell y'all it's a red Sunday. Okay. Chiefs. We play today, so I'm dicked out.
And Jets, you need a hug. Let me
Listen.
give you a hug, baby. because we're gonna beat that
Y'all
ass.
definitely gonna lose. But
Yes.
Shout out
That
to
ass.
Sparkling Events by Shia, who blinged out my Chiefs hat. Okay. And it's Bay Day in KC too. Beyonce ends her tour today. But anywho, the spot is a lifestyle club. Was a club in
Was.
Kansas City. And for the people who knew nothing about the lifestyle, that was the only club we had. That was the only one
Club
I ever.
that people knew
No,
about.
yeah,
We
yeah.
have plenty of underground ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. If you don't know anything about it, you think
I'm
you might have heard
gonna give a roll call.
it. Okay, let's go.
Okay.
Give a shout out to the people.
You had
And y'all remember
clubs-
he's Generation X, so
Yeah.
you might not know.
You had
some
Club
of this.
Sensation. You had Kansas City Finest. That was Leon Clinton.
Yeah,
You had the Candy Shop.
I remember the candy shop.
Yes. James
Shanita,
Webb.
you younger than me.
Yes.
I remember.
Oh, because
Ma'am.
you've been
You
in the
had our
lifestyle
club.
for okay, my bad.
You had
I'm
my club,
a
Club Sizzle.
certified non-monogamous
okay,
since the
your
time.
club was Club Sizzle.
Yes, Club Sizzle.
How long were you a club owner?
6 years.
Okay. Okay, so we had a lot of clubs in Kansas City. The Spot was one of them.
Mhm.
You had your own club, so
Yeah.
not only are you the GOAT,
Yes.
check it out, but you also are a club owner of the
Yes.
life. And the Sizzle is
Well,
that a
retired club owner.
retired club owner? Was that a? Could anybody walk in off the street and come
No.
to your club? Why
No.
not?
Because it was and I'm gonna have to give a shout out to C4P. It was a site with C4P that you had to sign up for the event.
Okay, so we got websites here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this ain't. So I'm trying to let the people know that this ain't just you ain't doing this
No.
shit all willy nilly.
No, no,
you know what I
you're
mean?
not
You
gonna
gotta
come
go
off
to
the
a
street.
Website.
Yeah.
You gotta get signed up, and you gotta say I'm going to this event. You're gonna give them the address
Yes.
automatically.
Well, one is advertisement, and
Okay.
mostly we did the advertisements on C4P.
C4P is
And
that a website?
That's the website.
C4P is a lifestyle website, y'all.
So it's
And-
FedLife.com.
Saucefedlight.com.
Kinky.com.
Yeah, I'm gonna put all this in the notes,
Uh,
in the comments. Just look down here because I don't even know what the hell they talking about. I'm gonna have to go
and
sign up all this
C4P.
shit.
Hook a brother up. All right. I just
Do they got brothers on there?
Yes.
Okay, good. Cause all the lifestyles ain't our lifestyles.
Yes.
It's like you know.
And then you got adult friend finders too.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
what was that other one? I know I'm missing something, and I know when I get through this podcast, they gonna be beat me.
Nah, they
Murph,
don't.
you didn't mention me,
If,
man.
they,
You know,
if they hit you up, just let me know and I'm gonna add they sites.
I mean, you
'cause
had Club 9.
yes,
You got Flavors. You got Red Door.
yes.
You have,
So the
some more
Spot
underground.
wasn't the only. That was more
No.
of an overground. That was more.
Yeah.
of
that
a,
was
you,
the most known
You could
one.
walk in off the street to the Spot. You
You
didn't need
couldn't
to
at
run by.
first.
You
Yeah.
You couldn't at first.
So it became more mainstream.
So most places vet.
Okay.
You either have to know someone to get in, or you go through a vetting process. You do a vanilla. Vanilla just means non-sexual. Regular, degular meet and greet.
So similar to what he was talking
Yeah,
about,
meet and
but
greet,
these are for the
vanilla,
actual club.
yeah.
Okay.
And you had to, they had to meet you. They talked to you. I remember when I first did Club 9.
Where was that at?
Huh?
Where was?
I can't disclose
Okay,
Club
my
9's
bad. Damn, y'all, this
location.
shit is beat.
But so they meet at Rhythm and Booze,
Yes, I was about to say that.
yeah, Rhythm and Booze,
Rhythm and Booze on the
so
So it's like
crossroads.
an interview.
different. Yeah, it's
so
an
you,
interview.
You got to be
Yes.
interviewed to be accepted. Even though you're in the lifestyle, in order to be affiliated with a specific club, you have to sit and talk to the owner. No
Yes.
sex.
Yes.
It's just you just meeting and talking.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're talking,
And they
so
gotta
can
make sure you
that
good.
you're on the up and up, and sometimes
Because-
require you to have a profile on certain different sites so they can see that you
Like
are
Black
who you
Planet.
are.
You got to have
Yes,
a profile on
yes,
Black
yeah,
Planet.
Black
So
Planet.
like Black Planet.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
joking
thank
because
you,
that
thank
shit was
you,
old as fuck.
Cause that's about to call me.
Remember
That's about to call me.
login.
Hit me upside my
Y'all
head
so
too.
old.
But yeah, me as a club owner, I would sit there and I would, especially with couples, I was like, I would look at the couples and I would go, look, a picture your mate having sex with somebody else, and I will look them in the eye, and if I see any anger or anything, jealousy or anything, I would. No, you're not, because the lifestyle is not for everybody.
So when
You
you
know
told
what's
me
crazy?
when you told me you're on the club, I was like, he lying. I ain't never heard of that club. Now I know why y'all. I went in the
Right,
lifestyle.
and then-
Because one of the questions when people want to explore polyamory, how would you feel if you see your partner
Flirting with someone? I
with
remember you
another
asked me
person?
that.
Yes, how you think you will react, and if you didn't react in the way that, then you don't need.
I'm like, oh, babe, she fine. She got big old booty. I like her.
And my
Look,
experience,
I'll look before you look. Look.
and I experienced that same thing where and I always ask, I'm like, are you cool with me having relations with your partner? And I've had situations where when he found out how good I was,
Cause you the goat.
yeah, because I'm
Greatest
the
of all
goat,
time.
that it wasn't cool. He got upset and they left the party. And I'm like,
Because okay, you want to know why? Let's tell the people what that is. Insecurity.
Yeah.
And listen,
Absolutely.
if
Yes.
you have
A lot of
levels
men have that.
insecurity,
this is not for you.
this ain't the lifestyle and love style for you, because you have to be very secure in yourself and even more secure in your partner and have
And let me-
levels of trust that are required for you to allow them to do anything. Not allow them, my bad. But for
No, we
you
don't like
to
that
be
word.
okay with, for you to be a part of anything they do with somebody else.
And let me add something too. And people that are thinking about it and you're getting to a relationship, I would urge you, get your relationship down first, outside
Strong
the lifestyle.
foundation.
Strong,
Absolutely.
yeah, exactly. Strong foundation.
Because when your foundation is rocky, when you already think that nigga cheating and fucking with somebody else, and then you think that this lifestyle is going to save you, it's gonna
never.
break you down even quicker.
Absolutely.
For sure. So if you go through a point where you good, and I mean like you're okay with seeing your partner flirt. Shanita asked me that when I first met her. That would be a question she posed. Would you be okay if your partner flirted with somebody else? And when I first met my partner, I would not have been.
No.
I would not be okay with it. And you know what? That's okay.
Yes.
You just know that this lifestyle isn't for you. It's not.
Yes.
It's okay if you have those jealous and insecure moments, because honestly, do we have them too?
Hell yeah.
As
you still get
ethical
jealous and
non-monogamous.
insecurity as a
Well,
non-monogamous person.
Me being the GOAT, I'm like,
Here you go.
You ain't never got.
You ain't never like
Come on.
set
well,
Come on
I
now.
had a
We gonna be real with these
situation.
people
Exactly.
today.
Hold up, let me be real.
Okay, break it down.
It was a person, I ain't gonna mention no names
Don't
because I ain't
do that.
gonna shout out to it. We wasn't in a relationship, but that person, had felt some type of way if I had a partner, but yet they was going out doing what they need,
So
doing.
them people don't, that double standard, we don't
Yeah.
like that.
Yeah, I know that no.
Yeah.
No, I'm like, and we wasn't in a relationship, so I'm no longer with that person. Found somebody new. She's monogamous. I don't think that I don't try to push that on her. But
Okay,
I let
so
her
wait.
know.
Okay,
Never.
So wait. You are or were, because you are essentially not in the lifestyle anymore as far as being actively engaging in the lifestyle, or are you?
Sexually, no.
Okay. How? What other type
Business-wise.
of thing? Okay, so
Business wise, yes.
Okay.
And I help other club owners, they're starting out that needs guidance.
Like a consultant.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly.
Do you charge for that?
No,
You know
but
you
I
could.
should. I
Listen.
should.
But it doesn't mean that he's not of the lifestyle. Things change, things alter.
Okay,
he will
so-
forever
so let's
be
clarify
that
it.
person.
Well,
So
once
since
you-
you've been in the lifestyle,
But
you
once-
will always be in the lifestyle.
Well, once you open that Pandora's box, you cannot close that
No.
Pandora's
So
box.
you're not going
Absolutely.
back. However, today, as of today, right now, you are not actively sexually participating in the lifestyle because you have met a partner who is not or has never been in the lifestyle.
Exactly.
How does that work?
First and foremost, you have to be communication. You got to be honest.
Ooh.
You got to be
Word
honest.
of the
He said
day.
it again,
This is
y'all.
Sesame Street.
Honesty, communication. Those
Honesty.
Two.
You cannot, and I made that mistake in the past. And not being, because I was scared of what that person might think.
Do or say or
Might do or
react.
say. Or,
Walk
yeah,
away.
exactly.
You didn't want them to
Especially
leave,
when
so
they're-
you just didn't tell them that
Yeah,
information, right?
exactly.
Absolutely. Okay.
But that leads to problems when you're not communicating and
Because
not
they
being
kind
Then you're
of
not
honest.
honest.
It's
Yeah,
deceitful.
exactly.
Withholding
Same.
information, despite what everybody thinks, withholding information that is impertinent and vital to your relationship is still lying, y'all.
You always
that-
want to
don't lie to yourself.
over-communicate.
And I'm like, and let's
Never
take the
under.
lifestyle out of it. Still, you have to be, no matter what, you have to be honest with that person and what you are and what you about.
Absolutely.
And I wasn't at first.
Okay. So you learned.
I learned the hard way. Yes, the hard way.
I done learned the hard way too. Me and my husband have
I've
learned the hard
never
way.
But you know what?
You ain't never, because you always
From the
upfront.
time that I was 18, I've always said, yo, this is how I am.
But you was married, so how did that work?
That was my one and only time of being monogamous.
Okay, so I want you to
was-
be honest with the people.
But I didn't step out. It was hard.
So he knew when he met you that you were non-monogamous.
We were both non-monogamous.
Oh shit!
And not
You
until
like
we
that?
got
I'm gonna get you some more.
not until we got married did he bring monogamy on the table. I think it was insecurity.
And that's important too, because these two people were ethically non-monogamous when they met. They decided to be monogamous. Well, no. When they met, they got married. And when you guys got married, then he wanted to be monogamous?
Yes. And then cheated.
Did he tell you he wanted to be monogamous? Wait, listen. Bartender.
Several times. So I said, so at the time I was like, look, listen. I was like, at the time, I was like, well, let me know if it ever changes. Because
Wow.
relationship changes. Yeah, let me get some of that.
Wow.
That's not what you had. You
I
had
know,
the
but I
wine.
need
You
some
want some
more,
stronger
yeah.
stuff?
No, I need some more
Wow.
wine.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
There
I'm
we go.
about to get.
Yeah, so
Wow.
we having a drink break. I'm sorry.
Right. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Intermission.
Yeah.
No.
ADD
So, yeah.
is real.
So I've always been the one that over communicate. I never wanted monogamy.
So did he?
ever.
So he said he wanted monogamy.
Yes.
After you guys
I
got
agree.
married.
Yes.
And we're non-monogamous.
Yes.
And then he essentially practiced
unethical
non-monogamy.
non-monogamy. Yes.
My husband is a bartender, y'all. He recorded a podcast, y'all.
He's
He
the
is
bar.
amazing.
He's
He's the
the
goat.
bar.
I think he's
Yes.
the goat. I think he needs that belt, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah. But he can't have mine. But he got to get his own.
We're gonna talk
So
about
the only reason why I never, not, been honest is because I didn't want to break no one's heart. And karma is real.
Yes.
And
But
my thing
honesty
is,
happens.
forever,
That happens
no,
sometimes.
yes.
With
So
honesty too, right?
yeah,
You can be honest and hurt somebody.
yeah.
Yes.
And my thing is,
But-
I'd rather give you all the information you can decide
And allow
whether
you to make
wanna
that
talk-
decision on your own.
Because 9 times out of 10,
Hello.
I've never been turned down.
Because you guys
'Cause-
are amazing. Listen, you would be amazed at my husband when we first came out as being polyamorous. My husband, like, people flocked to us, y'all. I came out, like, I made a post and we was out.
I remember that post.
We was outside. I said, the post said,
But your man,
if-
your man is the. Is
oh yeah,
next
he
to
been,
me. Yeah.
he been in the lifestyle before, which is
I ain't
why
gonna
he
mention his
presented the
name.
idea to me.
Yeah.
They know who he is.
Yes.
Absolutely.
but he was like, I made a post and I said, if I was you, I would want to be our girlfriend too. So that was me coming out as being a bisexual woman, which everyone didn't know, and us coming out as being a polyamorous couple, which everyone didn't know. And people would just come up to us like, oh, you the go, Abe, you the go. And I would just giggle because
Wow.
I thought it was cute.
She mentioned his name.
Listen, if you
I wasn't
follow me
trying-
on social media, you know who the fuck my husband is. It ain't no questions about it. But yeah, and he's like, they was like, what can I do? And his advice was introduce your main bitch to your side bitch and see what happened. Because 9 times out of 10, although men are so afraid to be honest, 9 times out of 10, ain't nobody going nowhere. If you can be honest, we're gonna have more respect for you
Well-
for being honest before you decide to step out.
Honesty is the
And that
best
goes
policy.
for the women too. There are a lot of
Touche.
men who will sign up for your shenanigans.
Okay, we gonna get to you next. Put a
Well-
thumbtack in that. We
Well,
don't talk
I
about
will
that.
say this about women and men.
Don't mess up again, because you done already fucked up once. You done said we was
I
different.
might as
we
well
go.
I might as
Here
well go
we
the full
go.
mile then.
Here we go.
For every one
The
man.
opinions and views of my host are not.
Oh yeah,
Like
no,
a vocal
yeah.
podcast.
You said that
I'm
disclaimer.
gonna put my disclaimer, y'all.
Yes.
Here.
For every one man, there's 14 other women
I agree.
chasing that man.
I like
So-
when women chase my man
But I'm like
if
this.
they're ethically.
I don't
So
mind.
women, I would
find
say.
it entertaining.
So women, I
find
would
it
say.
alluring.
Wow. I'm messing up a chain. They messing up my chain of thought.
I'm a bad.
But so women, I would say this: if you go into the lifestyle, don't look for your boo. That is the number one thing
You can't look for your one and only.
No, not in the lifestyle. If you're gonna you looking for if you find somebody you vibing with and interested in, step aside to the lifestyle for a while. Get that like I said, get that foundation down. Then you can go back to the lifestyle. The lifestyle's been here before I was born, before I was a nut in my daddy's nut sack.
And he an OG, y'all.
Yeah.
It's never
And
going
it's gonna
away.
it's gonna be here when my bones are dust.
So if you enter the lifestyle essentially based on the way you think and see life and the morals and standards you have, you'll always be a part of that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
and there's overlap between living the swinging and BDSM world and polyamory. A lot of people from the lifestyle comes over to
Interchange.
polyamory.
Okay, so we kind of got an idea now of what the lifestyle as far as swinging is concerned. It's not always just fucking y'all. It's not always just swapping partners. It's like an exclusive goddamn shit. Like this shit
Well,
is not no joke.
and I hate this when I go to parties. I just want to see what it is that goes on. I'm like, you know what? Go on your porn site.
Absolutely.
But when I went to my first party, y'all, I thought they was gonna be hanging from the chin. I felt like it was gonna be people fucking everywhere. I was so fucking disappointed. I said, "Where's everybody fucking at? I don't
Because
see
Well,
nobody."
that is an
but listen,
illusion. That's
you
a
went
stereotype.
to the wrong one. You went to the wrong
Where
party.
you go?
Okay, we'll talk about that later.
Because that's the
But
third.
I also-
That's the third party I've said, and I didn't mention.
Oh,
This is
okay.
the orgy.
Oh
Okay.
yeah.
The orgy is you're fucking.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm
I've been
like,
a part of
Everybody
if you're
fucking.
not
Yes.
fucking, you will be asked to leave.
Yeah.
Oh
Absolutely.
damn! Like security.
Politely, yeah, politely, because it's an orgy. You know
So
what
you've had to meet you. So you had the party. The first party was
And
we
it's
gonna meet and
female
greet.
led
We're
too,
gonna meet
because
and
you can't play without the permission,
The permission
of
of
the woman.
women.
Mhm.
Okay,
Of
so-
women, films and all that,
Yes.
whatever they
So
got.
do they do these like consecutively, like meet and greet, and then the second party is some meet and greet and some is sex, and then third party is only sex? So is it kind of like a process?
Well, it's like, it is.
Y'all, he is not letting go of this belt, y'all. I don't understand what's going on right now. I'm not about to steal this man's belt. My husband is to go, but I'm not gonna take his belt. He
Hold
acts
up,
like we're
hold
about
up,
to
hold
take
up,
it.
hold up. I'm gonna put it over here.
Okay,
Because I gave it to her, and I'm gonna
Okay.
give it to you.
y'all, because listen,
But,
I don't know. I'm not the goat. I'm new to this. I'm like a
I'm
virgin
definitely the
compared to
goat.
these things.
I put females in coma, so.
Who wants to die getting head? Do y'all want to die getting head?
That, why wouldn't
I
you?
mean, I was embarrassed
Why
by it
wouldn't you?
for a minute.
Oh, you're serious.
Yes, I was there. I was embarrassed for a minute. Felt
She
bad
stopped
for a
breathing?
minute. I mean, I had to rush her to the hospital, but she caused it.
That's embarrassing.
I mean, so
She
do you
caused
do,
it.
so do
'Cause-
you do orgasm deprivation,
No, I'm like,
or you just want them to come?
well, it
come,
was-
come?
the situation was this, right?
She had pre-existing health conditions, y'all.
But
She had a little
You need to
hypertension.
give them
but
questionnaires before they start.
yeah, but I'm like, don't surprise your lover. That's what happened. Don't surprise your lover with some, off the wall shit.
So what?
So
why was it?
you didn't prepare her for what was about to
Hold
happen.
on, what
No,
happened?
she didn't prepare me for what was about to happen.
What she
I'm
do
like,
to you that you put her in a coma? Come on, man. Make it make
she
sense.
grabbed my neck and choked me, and I was like, it was like the Incredible Hulk, just the shit just came about.
So you choked her back and she died?
No, she didn't die. She's alive.
But you
Oh,
did
so
choke her
did,
back.
You did the what is it? Asphyxiation kink.
Yes, I did. I really did.
But you were angry.
No.
You liked it.
You
I mean,
like
it was
you like
good.
being choked?
But you choked her too hard. If she
Well,
went in a coma.
No, 'cause some
She didn't
people
say
like
pineapple?
some people like being put in. It's called the asphyxiation deprivation. Some people like to the point that they're about to die.
And that's a part of the BDSM culture,
And that's
correct?
part of the that's
Okay,
the-
we're going to talk more about this
And
because
she
I
was
need
like,
to know.
She was like, I need to go to the hospital.
So she could talk. So she didn't die, y'all. She was talking.
Yeah.
But she was having problems.
She was having problems.
Did
but
she sign an NDA?
So you're supposed to have,
Well,
you're
what's
supposed to
NDA?
talk about the scene. So you actually supposed to talk before you do a scene. You're supposed to go all
So
over the
okay.
regulations.
So wait.
Because
What is
I
it?
have another
even though
situation
that-
where a
What is a scene?
woman.
What is a scene?
A scene is when you, it's what you do, what type of kinks that you're doing at that time. So you do the pre-scene, whether you're going to be naked or there's going to be clothes, lingerie, what you're wearing, all the way down to the music.
Is it like a script?
Yeah, it's a script.
Okay,
you
so
go and
normal people-
So you're discussing your greens, your yellows, your reds, your goals, your maybes,
Slow down
and your
and your stops. So normal people go out with a person of the opposite sex and they have a couple drinks and go back to the crib and they this motherfucker.
Right,
I'm
right.
taking my
Slide
breath
that in
back.
between you and I. You know what I'm saying? Because we the greatest of all times. You know what
Okay,
I'm
we'll
saying?
put it right here for now. So,
They don't call me
Let me
Daddy
swap
Nita
out
the
my
God
guest,
for no
please.
reason. You know what I'm
They
saying?
call you what?
Yeah, Daddy Nita the God for no reason.
Yeah, that is cocky as fuck. Okay, anywho.
Yes.
So most people
That's what
just have a drink or two and then they
But
go home and
I'm
they fuck.
like-
But now y'all saying that basically you need to have a very in-depth conversation about what's good for you, what's okay for you, and what's
What's the do's and the
absolutely
don'ts.
not okay.
When
for
I'm
you.
being beat within an inch of my life, yes, you need to know when.
Wait,
when
wait,
you
wait,
can't
wait, wait,
verbally
wait.
communicate. Oh, stop!
Okay,
Because-
wait. Why are you being beat? within
Because
an
I'm a
inch of your life?
masochist and I like it.
You're a what?
Masochist. That
And what
means
does
I
that
like
mean?
pain. Pain brings
I
me
don't.
pleasure.
So what are they beating you with?
Oh, whips, chains, floggers.
She a better woman than I am.
Riding.
Why you didn't
cliffs.
bring no toys?
Because you didn't tell me to.
Man, you should have
I
known.
have a collection.
Oh.
I have a collection of.
That'll be
toys.
another show, guys.
But I'm also a daddy dom.
What is, man, could you quit talking to people like we know what you're talking about?
So that just means I'm a.
Oh, explain the dom and the submissive.
So a dom is the person who does the controlling. They're the ones who have the power. They do well. Actually, the sub has the power because they only do what they can. Only, the dom can only do what the sub allows.
Allows them to.
So the
Touche,
submissive
that's
is
a
the
good way to look
one.
at it.
So you have several different types of submissives. So you have the brat, which is what I am. I'm the one that'll fight you back. You got to put me in a chokehold and get me to do what you want me to
Okay,
do.
so
Like wear a collar and
Yeah, well, I can't
Leash.
wait
how
to
are
yeah,
you the dominant and a brat at
because
the
I'm a
same
switch.
time?
I'm a switch.
What the
I have
fuck
pets.
is a switch?
A switch is a person that can be a dominant and can be a submissive.
But you can do that in the same scene?
No.
Because that sounds
No.
dangerous as fuck.
No. So there are people who I am submissive to. There are people who I am
So
dominant
it's based on your partner at that time. And
It's
what they
based
are
on
okay.
on the agreement that you decide with whoever you're playing with.
see. And I'm about to tell you a story.
No. Story time.
I've told you this in previous conversations. Like I said, learn the do's and the don'ts for your partner.
And
Don't-
is that only if you're in the lifestyle, or is that if you're not?
Just
in
in
the
the
lifestyle?
life, nice, just in
That's a
general.
relationship.
Yeah,
In
period. I think it
relationships.
goes both ways. That's what
Don't
she said,
surprise your lover.
Don't
Don't do that. I had a situation, she was giving oral.
Okay.
It was feeling good. And I ain't, and most men won't admit it. I will admit it. She, doing the BJ, loving it.
That's a blowjob, guys, for those who
Uh-huh.
don't know.
I'm like, just loving it, just singing my praise,
You were
and-
singing like a choir on Sunday?
Got to the balls. I was like, ooh, it hurt a little bit, but yeah, oh Lord. And then
Had a
all of a
little
sudden,
masochism moment, huh?
all of a sudden she went from the the booty warrior and just started tossing the salad. And I'm
Ooh,
like,
so
whoa!
she went past the gooch.
And I'm like, I screamed like a damn horror story. I was like, wow!
So you didn't like
Same with Mariah.
I grabbed her neck. I'm like, oh no, whoa.
So
We gotta discuss
the
this.
moral
before
of
you
the
do that.
story is, look, I'm about to
Don't
grab
go
the
past
penis.
that gooch.
The moral of the story is, you got to. What you say?
Communicate your do's and don'ts.
So you
so you
didn't
never
like your
did it
salad,
again?
your salad being tossed.
Oh, it was exhilarating. It felt good, but I'm like, I would like to know.
You weren't prepared. For
Yeah, I
the
wasn't prepared. I was screaming like a horror story female shit. Like
You scream like a whore.
Yeah, like a bitch.
whore.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. You know, I scream like an horror story bitch. Well, I'm
So everybody who act like they don't like their salad sauce.
woo. I was like Ric Flair, like woo.
That's why he got this damn belt, y'all. He's confused on why he got the belt.
Woo. I was grabbing it. Woo. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa.
So did you? Is that the one you put in the coma?
No.
Damn. That's
No.
a whole nother one.
No, she just. It was like the incredible. Was
Bruce
grabbing-
Banner.
So did she do
Bruce
it on
Banner.
purpose or she just went too far?
She
I
went
did
too
that shit on
far.
purpose.
Yeah, because you have the gooch.
And what's the goot, man, y'all?
gooch is
It's
the
so many.
between, you know,
We're
the
gonna have a
balls and the
vocabulary
asshole.
test after this.
Yeah.
Between the balls and the,
The
asshole
asshole.
is the gooch.
Yes.
Balls
And it is a
and the
sensitive
asshole.
area.
Is that like the little web
Uh-huh,
part?
the little
Okay.
web part.
It's a tank, right?
Yeah.
Tank.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like the
so
No
that-
Limit
have a
Soldiers?
gooch.
Say-
Women
say
have
that's why-
gooch. Everybody has the gooch.
Everybody has that little tank, you
Yeah.
know, between the, you know.
So
and-
she knew what the fuck the difference
Right,
was.
because you know the prostate is in the man's asshole, and so that's where they get, you know, how we have the squirting. They squirt from their asses.
Oh.
You told me something new. I'm like, because nothing
Well-
going up my asshole. Shit, fuck that.
It is the orgasm of all orgasm.
I just-
milking.
I'm like
the
the
term is
Boondocks.
called milking.
I'm like the Boondocks. I'm like, no, not my booty. You know, no.
The
You can't have my
term
booty.
is
You know.
called milking.
Okay, so let's get this straight. You are a heterosexual male.
Yeah, I'm a heterosexual.
Okay.
Anything be done between a man and a woman can't be gay. You have to. People can't be a gay act. People have to understand there is one key recipe to a gay act. You have to be attracted to the same sex.
So Shanita, are you heterosexual?
Excuse me?
Okay,
How
okay,
dare
let's,
you? How
let's get
dare
into this,
you?
because we don't
I-
know.
how
Shanita kept chiming in. That was supposed to be his whole segment.
My bad.
Hey,
She couldn't
I
shut the
felt
fuck
that.
up. So she just kept. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. Who are you?
Who-
No, this one.
I'm Shanita.
Okay, so you're not heterosexual. Which
Fuck
means you're
no.
homosexual.
I'm queer. I'm
She's
queer,
queer.
as fuck.
Black
I
and queer as
like
fuck.
he, them, and theys.
He, them, and they. So does
And
that mean?
she's.
And she. So women,
Women,
men.
men,
Trans.
transsexuals, non-binary,
Non-bin-
trans men, trans women, dinosaurs, whatever
Everything.
you want to identify yourself.
everything that's breathing.
Yes.
Okay, but not
Human
animals.
form.
Not animals.
Human form.
Because that's a
Excuse me.
different type of kink, y'all.
Yeah, that's
way above my
right,
kink
that's
level.
above my pay grade. I don't know. I don't know about that.
She's way above my king level.
Am I?
Oh, shit.
I'm like,
You know, I try to aspire to be above pay
it's
grade.
born female. For
Okay,
me.
that's all. And that's okay.
But I've been around the homosexual lifestyle, and I don't have nothing against it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
it's
I mean,
just, it's
I
just
like
not me.
gay male porn better than all the porn.
No.
I think
I
y'all
do.
correct me if I'm wrong. Once you come into this lifestyle, in whichever way you come, there comes a level of openness. He about to take the cup and the whiskey. Okay, there you can have that cup. There becomes
Really?
a level. The little things becomes a level of openness on what you may not necessarily want for yourself, but what you're okay with and observing, and
I
you know
wasn't
other
always
lifestyles.
queer. I
You
wasn't
weren't always
always
queer?
pansexual. No,
What were you originally?
bisexual.
You were bisexual.
Well, no, I was lesbian first, then
All
bisexual.
women.
All
Men and
women,
women.
and then men and women,
And now you're-
everybody. I'm
now-
ready to eat for everyone.
Okay. Literally and figuratively. Oh gosh, she's a freak, guys. Okay. You're polyamorous, right?
I am polyamorous,
Currently.
but I'm also non-monogamous.
Non-monogamous?
Yes.
But polyamory is non-monogamous.
It falls under the umbrella, but I can do open relationships. I can be monogamous. I can be
So you can do everything.
swinging. I can do the
So
BDSM.
currently, do you have a partner?
I have several partners.
How many is several?
6.
Bitch, when? Where have I been?
Life happens at a moment.
No. Oh shit! Y'all, her partner here. He confused
So
too. What the
yeah.
fuck?
So yeah.
Break it.
How
So
about-
I'm solo poly. I don't.
okay,
I
and
mean,
okay. So let's take a step back, Shanita. Man, I keep telling you,
Accident.
our listeners don't know
by
what's going
accident.
on.
So what happened was
No. First of all, tell us what the different dynamics are of
It's a lot.
polyamory.
Okay.
It ain't that many. We can do it. It ain't that many.
So polyamory. Yeah. It is.
Polyamory?
Polyamory. There's a lot.
You can't list them.
I can list them.
Okay.
You got a triad.
Okay. Triad
Triad.
is 3 people.
3 people.
But that
so
could be
it could
open
be
or
a
closed.
combination. Open or closed. I've done a closed triad before. Nah. So what happened was
above my pay grade.
Look,
I'm gonna let her
listen.
explain that.
Listen.
Oh, he sat back. The goat sat back.
So I
y'all.
have an open triad. That's where the sixth partner came from. You know what I'm saying? So me and one partner share a partner, and that was quite recently, like the last.
So you
2
have a
days.
relationship with one person, but they have another
No,
person.
we got another partner.
You
They
have
came
another
to me and
person
said they
together.
wanted another partner. I said, cool, and we got another partner.
So were they a couple at first?
No,
So they were solo poly as well?
we're all solo poly.
Okay,
and we're
so
a
what's solo
triad.
poly?
Solo poly is basically saying that you're your own primary partner. You are autonomous. That means that you like your freedom to move however you see fit. That does not mean that you don't communicate. That does not mean that you don't be honest and stuff like that. But you are the last deciding factor of how your polyamory goes.
So what's the difference between being solo poly? Because to me it kind of sounds a lot like just being single. Like
No.
you just moving around by yourself. What's the
No.
difference?
So single means you have nobody.
You have no relationship.
You have no relationships, and you're looking
So,
to get
so
relationships.
Murph has in the lifestyle would have multiple relationships, and it would be physically based.
So-
and polyamory is what type of
Emotional relationship based.
based? So he may not be in relationships with these people, but when you're polyamorous,
may.
you could.
Polyamory is
Well-
all about love, emotion, sex, non-sex.
Yes.
Because you can have a polyamorous partner and
That
be
you don't have
non-sexual.
sex with.
Absolutely.
You can have a
That's just-
platonic
Well,
partner.
Yes. Absolutely in polyamory.
Let me back up. Then.
Okay.
Let me
So
let her
yeah.
explain.
No. So okay.
No, you can take your time. Me not
So-
talking on good.
Yeah,
We have overlap.
I was
I got some
about to
mustard
say
if y'all
something
need
that
to
was
catch
wrong.
up. Okay. So,
So,
polyamory is having multiple loves.
Loves.
That's what polyamory.
Whether it's non-romantic, romantic, non-sexual.
So
you
for
know,
those of
your
y'all that think
tribe.
we're whores, sometimes
Oh, I'm
you
definitely
have,
a whore.
Okay, me
Hold
too,
up.
but still.
Whoa,
but sometimes
whoa,
you
whoa.
don't have sex with
Whoa,
your
whoa,
partner.
whoa.
No, I don't
Hold up.
have sex with everybody.
Hold up.
No.
I'm very
You're a whore?
sensitive
No.
about being a whore.
You're not.
If you're getting paid to have sex,
I know that's right.
then you're a whore.
No, none of these
So-
bitches pay me.
So,
If
me having pets and they pay me, I don't have sex with them.
What
Does
is a pet?
Am I still classified as a whore?
well, I mean, if you get paid
Was
for
it
having
pet?
So
sex,
prostitution is whoredom. That's what your
Yes.
interpretation.
Sex
is.
work.
Okay.
yes.
Sex
If you
work.
just doing this because of the joy of it, then you're sexually
Free.
liberated.
Okay.
Yes. And you know what? I'm gonna snap to
okay,
that because that's another misinterpretation.
Yes.
Because generally, if the population, the majority of people are monogamous, they have one partner, or that is their ultimate achievement to find this one partner. We don't have one partner. We may have multiple partners, and because we're not like everyone else, we're automatically assumed whores. The same way women, when you date more than one person, you're a whore, but the guy can date multiple people and he's not a whore.
In polyamory, the polyamorous men still say women are
Yeah,
whores
he's
who have
been
more
nasty.
than one male partner. So we still combat that.
So,
even
okay,
in
let's go back to your
polyamory.
partner, Shanita, because
Yes.
I think everybody's kind of confused at how
Okay.
you got six all of a sudden. I'm her friend, y'all, and I just was
Okay,
surprised.
so you know,
Jesus.
so I'm solo poly, right? So it's all about the connection,
Okay.
basically. Or okay, so the
She don't even know what's going on, y'all.
I do. I'm
It's
just
just-
a little lifted.
Yeah,
okay?
this
Little
liquor.
wine,
It's the
little liquor.
alcohol.
Okay, so solo poly. So I haven't always been solo poly. I
Okay.
tried the closed triad. I
This is
dated a
after you
couple.
had your marriage, because you got
Uh-huh.
divorced, right?
I got divorced, and I said I'm never going to monogamy ever again. Let me go back to what I was doing. So I didn't know it was polyamory.
You
I
just
just
knew
knew it
you
was
wanted
not
more
monogamy.
than one partner. Okay.
Yes. So then I found out, like, damn, polyamory, is that what
There's
I've
a
been
word
doing?
for what I've been doing.
There's a
That's
word.
deep. But
And
you know,
so
in the black
then it
community,
was a
that's not
lot.
talked about.
Right. So there was a lot of men. There was a lot of groups and stuff that were mostly couple and male based ran. So I'm like, I don't want to do that. I don't want to be part of the tribe. Although I did date a polygynous man.
She keep y'all. If she don't stay on track.
Look,
I'ma
no,
fire
I'm
her.
just saying, like, polys can overlap. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
He was polygynous, but I still could be
Because you were solo
polyamorous.
poly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I was the first of 13.
Jesus, sir. Okay. Let's
So
go.
so when I
Poly.
was that's when I created Grown Black and Poly.
Follow us on Facebook. Y'all.
Follow us on
Grown Black
Facebook,
and Poly.
TikTok,
That's how I actually
Instagram.
Taking my
You know what I'm
glasses off for
saying?
that.
You know. So
she
then,
is the creator of Grown Black and Poly, which is a group on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram, and it is a place where you can meet other polyamorous Black individuals.
yes, and we educate you too on
Yes.
how to do it ethically.
'Cause there's a lot of
So
polyamorous. Don't
so
know what the hell
yes,
they doing.
so I was like, you know what? I'm about to empower, people who look like me, females, women, femmes, whatever you want to call yourself. I said you can have multiple partners. You don't have to be with just one male and he have a whole harem of women. That's not polyamorous.
You can do the same thing.
You
as
can
a
do
woman,
the same damn thing.
and it's
You know what I'm
okay
saying? And it's okay.
because you're ethical about it and you're communicating.
Absolutely. So, I am a telltale story. All my partners are male, unfortunately, because I'm still looking for
Because you would like
a woman. Yes,
partner.
to balance out that masculinity.
You got enough on your
Testosterone.
own. You really need some.
So I wasn't trying to get that many.
No, I'm
Okay,
saying you
so-
got enough testosterone on your own.
I mean, I
so you
am that
didn't-
nigga.
I understand.
Never,
What
never,
is it?
never
BDE?
dispute it. Huh?
You got
Big
BDE?
dick energy.
Okay.
Always 11 inches of spirit dick that I give every day. To the
Shit,
people
that's
in
more
my-
than me.
my
Shit.
range.
I ain't never heard of a spirit dick in my life. Never. Until
A
today.
partner of mine sent me that quote. My longest
your
partner of 5
husband?
years.
He got spirit dick?
Yes, he do.
He said.
I don't know for sure, but
He
he's a
said,
man.
"This remind me of you," and it was a girl who quoted that she has a dick. She might not have a physical dick, but she gives big dick energy. He was like, "This is you," and ever since then, I was like, "Yeah, I give 11 inches of spirit dick every day.
Did you say 11 or 11 and a half?
11 inches.
Wow,
Okay.
she said 11 inches.
11.
That's a big that's a big imaginary dick.
I mean, you
Yes.
did make me a shirt that says "giving big dick."
Did
energy.
I tell y'all this was explicit content at the beginning
Yes.
of the podcast?
I
'Cause
have
think I failed
lots
you.
of toys. I have that
So
love
I started off with one.
I want that Symbian.
I want people to know that you will try different type of polyamory. You got your triads, which is 3. You got your quads, which is 4. You got your quintets, which is 5. You got your tribes, which is 7 or more. You have your your polycules, which is like a molecule. You have branches of interconnected relationships. and
What
stuff
about
like that.
Monopoly?
Oh, Monopoly. When you I am the greatest of all time.
She
You know
gets
what I'm saying?
the belt, guys.
Okay, so look, listen.
Monopoly, y'all. This ain't about the
A
board game.
monopoly is when a polyamorous person meets a monogamous person and form a relationship. That shit is hard.
Okay, so
Not
so
the same.
clearly you're polyamorous.
Polyamorous.
and
have
you have
other
a partner
partners.
that is monogamous.
Yes.
So they do not have any other partners.
No,
outside
and
of
that's
you.
not to say that they won't change and try to explore. You know what I'm saying? Good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? But
So
for
they
the
may
most part,
eventually. You're open to them becoming polyamorous.
I mean, whatever floats their boat, I don't care.
Okay.
I'm gonna do me.
But when you
Hopefully
met,
you'll do you.
but when you met that
They were
partner,
monogamous.
you told them that
I
what it was.
give my polyam dissertation. This is
God damn.
my
I'm like, I know.
This
I'm
my-
Dissertation?
a dissertation because people
I got
need to know
another
the full story.
I got another story. I
What?
was like, I threw a New Year's Eve party.
Back in 1995.
1996
No.
when I was
No.
12.
2007.
Okay.
I was grown. Shit, I was 20.
Shit, this dude, we had a hawk. This dude reached up, grabbed 2 other, I don't know what you call it. He had he was stretched out like
Jesus?
yeah, like Jesus, right? And he was like, make me scream. And it got to the point where I couldn't even watch it.
Who was
was
making them
happening?
scream?
He wasn't screaming for shit. I mean, and it was like sounding off.
What were they doing? Beating them?
Beating him. Beating
Oh, I would
his
love to do
no
that.
pleasure. Oh,
Beat-
and he couldn't scream because he
No.
had the high
No, he had high tolerance of pain.
tolerance
So the thing is, when you're a masochist and you like impact play, is what it's called. You know what I'm saying?
What it's called.
It
shit,
is
but
pleasure
I
derived
couldn't
from
watch
pain.
it. I couldn't watch it. I was like,
Cause you was about to scream for him.
yes, that sure was.
But look,
Was it
so,
men or women trying to
It
make
was
him scream?
it was women trying to make it. He wore out about 4 or 5 different women. I was just like,
couldn't do it.
they couldn't do it.
I mean,
that
as
the
a
boy.
person
I
who
mean, he
has a
did.
high tolerance of pain. I can see it.
He wasn't flinching. He was just like
Like my favorite is
Like Glory,
the
like-
chain. So someone will wrap the chain and like punch you. Yes, punch you. Like
Lord.
boom.
Punch you where?
Punch you in every places.
Do you
Maybe the
bruise?
ribs. Yeah, that's the highlight.
Do you? Okay,
You take
so
pictures of the bruise. You want the bruise.
the when you do things like this, is this like during one of the events or at the
These are
parties?
BDSM. No, so I've done it one-on-one.
Hold up, let me
I've
adjust my
done
hat.
scenes. So like
because you
with
can see
Brandon,
that eyebrow go like this.
So Brandon is, so he's a Dom, Leatherman, whatever,
You
whatnot.
said Leatherman?
Yeah. Leatherman, whatnot. Yeah, they specialize in leather whips, floggers, riding crops, the things
Nine
made out of leather.
tails.
Yes.
Okay.
So I've had pinwheels, needles inserted.
Inserted into
in your
what?
skin. Needle play.
Yeah, she talking to us like this is normal.
I'm sorry.
And like,
It
we know
is
exactly
normal
what she's talking
for people
about.
who play in
I'm
BDSM.
with you on
So for masochists, you know what I'm saying, it's all about, it's the pain. The more painful it is, the more, you derive
The more that
pleasure.
now, are you turned on by it, or you just like the pain?
I like the pain.
Okay.
It's not sexual.
Okay, so
I mean-
it has nothing to do with sex.
No,
anymore.
it's the
just
pain,
tolerance.
the pain tolerance. It's the pleasure. It's pleasurable.
Nah, hold up. Now,
Now.
do you orgasm?
Yes.
So
But
it
there,
does
there,
associate with
so,
sex.
so it's no intercourse. So let me say that.
But we
It's no-
already talked about that. Like he
Right,
was
it's
saying,
not
he made
always-
people come before he have intercourse.
Right, but in those, so in my BDSM, it's no intercourse. It's no
None of it.
none.
Is. So when you do
My-
these scenes, when I think of the word
I mean,
scene, I think of a movie.
Will fuck someone, with a strap on and stuff like that, but no one fucks me. No.
So what do you sign? What tells you that this is okay?
A conversation.
So it's just literally having a
So
conversation.
Brandon had a
going.
slew of toys one day because he wanted to film a video to teach people how to enact a scene safely.
Uh-huh.
I was the demonstration. So he had for impact play. So he had a whip, he had a riding crop, he had paddles, he had pinwheels. Pinwheels have little needles on them, and they go up and down.
Where did he do
It's
with the
sensory
video?
play.
Like, is it a YouTube? Do you look it up on YouTube and see this tutorial?
I mean,
or how does it work?
Yeah.
No, well, I mean, he could put it on YouTube, but he just posted it on Facebook in his
You'll be
in his group.
surprised what you see on YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, no, I know everything's on YouTube. That's why I'm like, can you just Google the shit?
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, he did the whip and all the things, and
This is beyond
showed
me
the
right
bruises
now.
that was forming, and I was cool. I didn't tap out.
Okay, so you mixing up your lifestyles and you
I
making
am.
me confused. Okay.
I am.
Back to polyamory. You're
That's why I say I'm
polyamorous.
non-monogamous and polyamorous at the same time.
Okay, so you have multiple partners. One of your partners is monogamous.
Well, monogamous light apparently.
Look, what a monogamous what?
Light.
What does that mean?
Like
Polycurious.
beer?
Oh, so they're interested in learning more about the love style.
Yeah.
Okay, so then another partner, you have
All
another
the rest of my
with
partners are polyamorous.
but I'm trying to explain how you got to 6.
Okay. So I had one.
Okay.
So let me tell
She
you this.
don't-
Let me give you
y'all,
a background.
listen,
So I
this
had the
time to go.
triad. I had the quad. It was the closed quad that made me decide, like, yo, I just need to do it on my own.
Okay, and when you say close, when you talk about the polyamorous
We cannot date
dynamic,
no one outside of the 4.
So a quad is 4 people. So 4 people, everybody is dating each other, and nobody is.
So the
dating
men
anyone
didn't date
outside.
each other. The women dated everybody. So it was 2 men, 2 women. And the men were heterosexual.
So they
And
didn't
they-
engage with
They
acts
didn't
with each
engage.
other.
No.
Which is possible in the lifestyle. You can be a
Absolutely.
heterosexual man and not
Absolutely.
have sex
But it
with
ended
another
in
man.
disaster.
Yeah, I've had sex right next to gay men having sex.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make you
Absolutely.
gay, and that
No,
doesn't make
it
you a
doesn't.
homosexual. It just
No.
makes
So,
you
you
in
know,
the lifestyle.
So after that imploded, then I said, let me try solo poly.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe that's what, I need to. I have a problem with authority.
So essentially, you're in control over all your relationships. Not all of them are separate.
No, I'm in control of what I do.
So essentially, the relationships you have with somebody else.
Yes.
You can't control that other person.
No,
But
whatever. I don't care to control. They do what they want to do.
you sound very controlling.
Do I?
Yes.
How?
Yes.
Okay, look.
You went way
my partners
over.
would disagree because I don't care to
Okay,
know what
so
they
Because
do, how they do
I
whatever.
thought I was the epitome of lifestyle.
You done got,
So
he
you
done
met
gave
me?
his belt.
Yes.
Okay, so
Greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying?
one of Shanita's partner is in the studio today. Would you like to come talk to his partner? You don't have to.
Wait
Oh,
a minute.
and
Okay,
listen,
so he
y'all,
didn't know about the
Listen,
6.
y'all.
That
So
recently
okay,
happened.
so
Wait
let me
a
tell
minute.
y'all how this works. I'm an energy person. I wasn't gonna call him because the energy shifted when this bitch said she had 6 partners. I'll be transparent. The energy shifted, right?
Right
But
there.
the energy
was
has
by
shifted
accident.
again, and it makes me want to talk to him. So we are going to allow Mr. Murff
Yes.
to switch
Yes.
with Shanita's
And you can
monogamous
keep that
partner.
belt right there for a
'Cause I'm the
little
greatest
bit.
And we
of
gonna
all
talk
time?
to him
No.
and see how somebody who's
I'm the
monogamous.
greatest of all time.
I'm second
Date
in command.
Yeah.
someone who's
Well,
poly.
you just, I was going to put that belt right there because
We not
I'm
going
like,
nowhere. She ain't gonna steal that belt.
no, you ain't going to steal that belt.
Okay, well, so we gonna switch. We gonna switch, y'all.
Come on, baby.
and then Murph has his partner here too, so we can.
I think she's.
Okay. She's just observer. Okay.
Yes.
No, you don't. You can stay
No,
on.
this
You
is
need
just a
to.
transparency thing.
Yeah. Okay. So good. So we about to. So now look at her. Y'all see her eyes? Listen.
But
I
let
didn't-
me explain my 6.
No,
so
no,
what
no,
happened
no,
was,
no. We're not.
Wait.
No, your
I
turn.
can't
Your turn is
explain
over.
my 6. It was by accident. Okay, so look,
Don't trip over that cord, Murph.
yo, you were well aware that one of my
No,
partners
no,
wanted
no.
to find another partner and share a partner together. I didn't have that conversation with you.
Okay, wait. Stop. Pause. Okay. So
Introduce yourself.
this is not your show, ma'am. You don't run nothing but your mouth. This is my show.
Absolutely.
Okay, introduce yourself. You guys scoot up. You guys speak in the mic.
Don't be scared.
Y'all listen. I don't know what's about to happen. Okay, breathe. Woosah. You want us to get you another shot?
My name is Sean, and I'm, monogamous. Apparently dating the GOAT, polyamorous.
You didn't know you was dating a guy?
I did. I found out really early that I was.
So you knew it before you.
Oh yeah, no. She definitely,
Okay,
she
so-
was definitely upfront.
Okay.
It wasn't upfront about 6. Don't get me wrong. It wasn't
didn't
about
have
upfront about
6.
6. It was 3 at the
You,
time.
Beyonce.
So yeah, it's a long little story to this whole little thing.
You ain't got a lot of time.
Yeah.
So you were aware when you met her that she was polyamorous.
I definitely.
And
was.
all your life you've been monogamous.
I definitely have.
So what made it okay, or what made you think that you could possibly date someone who had multiple partners outside
Cause
of
I'm
you?
dope.
Nobody's talking to you, woman.
Actually, I kind of wanted to dive into myself just to kind of check it out and see, and I guess kind of dealing with that, firsthand kind of was like the first experience that I really had dealing with,
Okay.
and I was like, I definitely wanted to
So
try.
you
this
were
out.
curious.
I definitely
You've heard
was.
about polyamory before.
Yeah,
You didn't
yeah.
know much about it. You
Not
were
at
curious.
all.
How did you guys meet?
Actually on the app, really. BLK. We met on there.
Okay.
It's a dating app.
Yeah, I downloaded that app. It's
Yeah.
trash. I'm glad y'all found each other.
It really is, but yeah, I guess
So-
that profile kind of spoke for itself. It kind of started.
It lined everything out.
It did.
I seen her on the profile, y'all. I seen her profile because
did?
I'm
Why
on
you
there
didn't say
too.
nothing?
What I'm gonna say, bitch? I don't want y'all seen you.
I'm the greatest of all time.
Okay, so you on this app because you're monogamous. Your goal for this app what was your goal when you even had downloaded the app?
It was definitely to find somebody. I was newly single for about a year and a half at that point in time, so it was definitely to find somebody at that point.
One
in time.
person.
Yeah, one person.
Okay, you wanted to find one person.
One
Okay,
person.
so y'all met on this app. You knew from the gate, how she operated.
Yeah.
You decided to try it out.
Yeah, I didn't think it was to such of extreme that it was. I was like, okay, a little here and there, but I guess kind of dealing with her, you kind of find out that it was like, yeah,
There's no cap.
Yeah.
There's no cap.
Yeah.
There's definitely a cap. A cap was 5. 6 was by accident.
Yeah.
Okay, so we gonna get into that because clearly, y'all, on this show, we done found some discord.
Hold on, wait, because he wants to have a girlfriend too with us too.
It is not
So,
your
like,
turn, man.
Really, you had your whole little piece.
You had your whole
yeah.
little piece. It's not your turn. Okay, so y'all been dating.
Yeah.
You are still monogamous. You have a woman who is not. She is solely polyamorous, so she has multiple other relationships. How does that affect you?
It really don't, cause I kind of stay in my own lane. So I kind of, I tell her like her business with other people is they business, even though she tends to still try to tell me for some odd reason.
Because she's used to doing that,
right?
and that's actually beneficial. For you.
It's not for me because it's like, hey, I
don't
know
care.
what I don't at
You
all.
don't care.
I know what I'm doing over here. So
I'd rather over
everybody.
communicate than under communicate.
Okay, and that's important. So you know what's going on. You kind of learn more than you really want to know
Yeah.
about what's going on.
Yeah,
Have you met any of our partners before?
Slightly. I know of them,
Okay.
but one in particular, I know a little bit more about than the rest of them.
Okay.
And
Do you have a desire to meet that person? Or any of them?
no, not really. I really don't care. Like, my lane is right here. Hey, I know what I'm doing over here, so I don't look to my left or my right or behind me.
You're
I'm
just looking straight
yeah,
ahead.
that's all
I
I'm
know
doing.
that's
So
right. Snap. Okay, so jealousy?
a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
It was like,
It's natural.
yeah. When the person that you really love is dealing with somebody else.
Oh, so you love her, okay.
Yeah. It's kind of, it's like, all right, but I take the good with the bad because it's not like, I know she love the hell out of me, so I can't. I'm like, as long as I know when you're dealing with me, it's not none of the extra. Then I can't even really be upset or nothing like
Okay,
that.
I appreciate your honesty, really, because this.
was jealous.
Oh my God, it's not your turn.
Territorial, let me say that. Territorial. I'm not gonna lie, it's territorial. I want my woman to be for me, but at the same time, knowing this,
But she's for you and she's for other
she
people.
definitely is. Like I said, if I ever call her for anything, I know she's gonna be right there. So
Regardless. Okay.
Regardless. Yeah.
That's what's up. So, have you, as you've dated her and you've heard about her other partners and possibly, potentially, we're going to meet any of them, how has that what outlook do you now have on polyamory?
It can be extra at some time because, like I said, not all the partners know how to, stay in their lane. So some people
They kind of drift out.
yeah, like you got to honk your horn, like, hey, you coming
Hey,
into my
back up.
Yeah, kind of veer back over to yours. You worried about the wrong thing, and that's kind of, it's like you don't know what kind of personalities and attitudes and everything that comes with all the people.
The additional people.
Yeah, that's what it is. Like,
But how are you? So now, where are you at with opening up to? Are you interested in that? Are you heterosexual?
Oh yeah, I am.
Okay. So we got a heterosexual male. Has this opened your eyes up to possibly dating another woman?
It has, but at the same time, it's like me personally. I'm like, if you can't do half of what my partner is doing, it's like I can't.
So now you need a bitch to measure up. You need her to be able to do all that. So you need a partner, and it's crazy because as women, I feel like when we find out our partners are cheating, we're like, I don't believe you fucking with her. She ugly. She ain't got no job. She ain't got no money. Like you always want. We don't want our partners to cheat, but when you find out your partner is with someone else, you want them to have a certain level. You want them to try to be reaching this level.
Yeah.
So you are open to possibly finding somebody else if they can. And it's crazy because when I met Shanita, she said one partner will never check all your boxes.
Never.
And I didn't agree with that because when I met her, I was monogamous. And I was in love with my boyfriend at the time, husband now. And I was like, I love him. He do everything. Until I started dating a woman. And I said, oh, shit, I understand. Like, if I wanted to see a rom-com and he likes action, he's going to go see the rom-com. That's what I was thinking about. Until I dated a woman and realized there were some emotional and mental things that a woman actually can cater to that a man doesn't. And so, at that point, it opened my eyes to exactly what you were saying. So, if you were to find another woman that could measure up, you would be open to possibly.
Yeah, I would.
But you would have to be actively looking for that woman, right?
Yeah, It's like somewhat, because it's like, I'm not gonna lie, kind of dating in Kansas City is not like the
Oh,
best.
it's piss in the dating pool in Kansas City, Missouri, y'all.
So,
That's
you know,
why most of my partners are long distance.
Yeah, I was actually surprised when she had a local partner because the whole time we've known each other, she's never had a local partner. And today is my first day meeting
I don't
him.
mean to slide your belt over, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do that one right there. You know, that's me. You know, I'm gonna just slide that one.
Don't nobody got sense.
Like, look, make sure y'all see that right there. You know, hey.
Okay, there is a monogamous heterosexual man dating a polyamorous
Queer
individual, and
I'm also
it's working.
the first non-binary person, right?
Nah, you the first of a lot.
First of a lot.
of first.
So he's a virgin. Clearly, he's a virgin.
Yeah, I'm new.
You knew to this. You knew to this.
Like when I say I don't know what the term, but she kind of told me all these terms. I was like, all right, I didn't know
You
half
had no
of
idea.
none of them. Like all I knew is polyamorous, and like that was the basis. Like it's one or two things. You're gonna be one person. You're gonna be with multiple people. That was it.
But she tried to explain it, but you was kind of like you don't want to hear about it with other partners. You don't want to hear about all that extra stuff.
But I tell them anyway.
But now you understand that it's low key important to know about some of those things.
Somewhat like 6. Yeah, I was low key to know about 6, but it's like to know that
They gonna talk about this 6 later, y'all, because they ain't got nothing to do.
definitely.
We definitely are. All right, yeah.
Shout out to Tushawn, thank you.
I don't know who that
is. Manshine,
Oh,
for giving me that 6th partner.
okay. So
Doing all that.
what?
See, let me
She's
not-
extra.
You-
But listen, something he would have knew from the gate is that
He knows
she's
I'm
extra. Yeah, she's definitely extra.
Nah, but she knows. That's what I'm like. She doing the wrong thing at the wrong point in time.
I
That's
know,
all.
I know, and that's what she gonna deal with when she get home. Cause me and my husband are okay. So, but what I really wanted, and the reason she wanted him to be here, and I wanted him to be here, I also wanted Murph's partner to be here as well, because both of their partners are not in the lifestyle that they are in and they actively pursue. And I thought it was extremely important for my listeners to know and my watchers to know that it's possible to do that. It's possible to have those relationships with those people, and they have a completely different outlook on life. When I met my husband, I was totally monogamous. I wanted one man for the rest of my life. That's all I desired. And he brought the idea of polyamory to me, and he actually knew nothing about it. Shanita taught me so much. She taught me so much about the different dynamics. And initially, we did want a closed triad, and that has shifted and changed and went back and went forth because nobody thought a closed triad was something that you could achieve. And we understood the challenges as we went through that, but at the end of the day, we communicated with each other. And when things went bad, because they do go bad, y'all, this shit ain't perfect just because we telling you communicate and you're honest. It's just not perfect.
Sure, it's not.
But what makes it better than something that is less than is because we are open. Like this man just said, he's tired of hearing about his other partners. But she's telling him because she's used to dating someone who's polyamorous as well. And whether they care to know or not, it's important to tell. It's important to communicate effectively about what you're doing. You know, you can answer. It ain't like you can't answer your phone. Like you can answer your phone if you're with another partner. There's no big secret on who else you're dating because you've had those conversations. So I thought it was important that Sean came to the show today. I'm glad he came. I know he has learned a lot during this show today. She's got a lot of making up to do later, and it has absolutely nothing to do with me. But it was extremely important for him to come, and so y'all could know how this works, because it's a possibility.
It is, and like I said, it definitely comes with its good and its bad. So don't get me wrong, but it's more good.
What you mean bad?
Hey,
good than
take it
bad.
offline. But that's with our relationships, monogamous, ethical, non-monogamous. There's pros and there's cons.
definitely.
You have to figure out what your breaking points are. When are you gonna say, okay, this is enough? Period. Whether it be too many partners or a partner that you don't like and their relationship is affecting your relationship, because that happens too. Your partner has another partner and they don't stay in their lane, like Sean said, and when you're not staying in your lane, and that could cause friction. And although he's not dating that person, all of a sudden that affects him as well.
Why you looking at me like
Oh my
You
God, I
shouldn't
got
have been
personal
good.
issues. Okay, y'all,
Yeah.
I done kept y'all for way too long, but I think we have had some awesome conversations today. We have dug into the lifestyles of polyamory. We have dug into the lifestyle. I think he wanted his seat back, Sean.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll talk about a little.
Your time is up, babe.
We have, we have dialed. You better say I love you more than that.
I would like to say this. I feel very honored to have sat here and, because I feel that it's a lot of people that paved the way for me,
Okay.
like Big D, Hammer and Hank, that made it possible for me to be here, sitting here in this podcast today. And I thank you guys because I feel the most honored to, I was almost in tears because I'm like, really?
Me, little old me.
I said, me? And I'm like, but I feel honored.
Yes, I am
be a
so
part.
glad to have you come
Yeah.
because I don't know everything. I'll never admit to knowing everything. I learned something. I learned new things today, and I learn something new every day. I am an advocate for whatever I do. We right now are at RNA Accessories at 7928 Truce in Kansas City, Missouri. We sell firearms accessories, and
I just bought something.
yes, he just patronized
I have-
our business.
I have patronized.
Shanita has patronized our business, but the Second Amendment is something that we don't talk
2A.
about in our community. Polyamory is something we don't talk about in our community.
Sexuality.
The lifestyle, sexuality, relationships. It's just a lot of times we have these assumptions about who people are and what they do, and then we run with them. I really, with this show, Black and Vocal as Fuck, want to dig into those topics that people don't want to touch. Today was a very sexual conversation, but it was real as fuck. We are talking to people who are being transparent about their relationships, about their sexuality, about what they do. And you don't get that all the time. You get so many people capping. You get so many people trying to keep up with this facade. And I think it is extremely important to be transparent in your journey because you don't know who's watching you. Y'all watching me. I love y'all. Thank y'all. You don't know who's listening to you, who's following you, and who needs that same help, who needs that inspiration, that encouragement, that guidance, so they can do those things. So we are here for that. Shanita, let them know how they can contact you and where you can be found at.
Okay, I am the CNM Guru. You can find me on Clubhouse. You can find me at Grown Black and Poly LLC. That's Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, Tumblr.
All of them.
Everything. Website www.grownblackandpoly.com. If you're interested in exploring polyamory or polyandry, which is a woman with multiple men.
We never even got to the
polygyny.
definitions because she kept being so
My bad. I can
girlish.
give a rundown real quick.
Real quick, because we out of time.
Okay, so there's four types of poly. You have polygamy, which is one person with multiple spouses. That can be any combination of male, female, or however you identify. Then you have a subset of polygyny and polyandry. Those are marriage based with multiple partners. Polygyny is a male with multiple women. Called sister wives. You do not have sexual interaction between the sister wives. They are sisters to each other and wives to the same male. You have polyandry, which is a woman with multiple men. They're called brother husbands. They are not sexual either. They are brothers to each other, but husbands to the same woman. Then you have polyamory, which I identify, and that's everything else. It means many loves. It can be any combination. It can be closed. It can be open. It can be gay. It can be straight. It can be other. It can be sexual, non-sexual. It can be romantic. It can be non-romantic. It can be polyentanglements and situationships. It's just communication, honesty, and then communication, transparency.
And I identify as polyamorous too, because if I get another wife, I'm definitely gonna be interacting with her. Shout out to the wife I'm looking for one of these days. Okay, so that was a quick breakdown. It's multiple loves. Polyamory is having multiple loves, and it is okay to have multiple loves. If you're in a relationship and you want that and have never communicated that with your partner, sit down and have a talk. There's nothing to lose. You could say you can lose your partner, but being in a relationship where you're unhappy because you're not being your full self is
if you
definitely
lose-
a loss as well.
Well,
You
if you
can
lose
check
your
out-
partner, then that wasn't the
That
partner.
wasn't
Partner.
your partner.
You
Yes.
can check out on Instagram. I have a worksheet to discuss for the people who have relationships. I have a worksheet in which each other can answer questions of whether polyamory works for you.
And sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it works for one and not the other. Sometimes it can be one and not the other, and you can have relationships. Sometimes someone does not want to do that. So that's okay, and that's important for y'all to know. We learned a lot about the lifestyle today, about the ins and outs, the do's and don'ts. And it's like there are rules to follow. There is a structure. It started off with a structure. Sometimes as something grows and gets bigger, it's not always stuck to. People don't always continue following those ideas, but we got some people who've been in the game for a long time, and we appreciate you letting us know, like, there is a way to go about doing things. There's a way to not go about doing things. And when you
Honesty.
honesty, and when you do things the wrong way, sometimes that's when, shit
It
can
gets fucked
Hit
up.
the
go
fan.
left.
Yes, it gets fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
So how can they find you if they have any additional questions? Y'all Shanita Drunk. If
Well,
they have any additional
I'm on
questions.
Facebook, Club Sizzle on Facebook. Well, you can also hit up Club Foreplay. There's another club, Arousal. They was gonna beat my ass, if I didn't mention them.
Oh, okay. We don't want no
on
smoke.
I'm gonna have to check
Yes.
out these clubs.
Me too.
Yes, I'm like Candy Shop, James.
So
Webb.
these are all the ones that you're listening. Do they all have Facebook pages, or they're
Yes.
actually websites?
So are
Okay.
these all like black people based or everyone based?
Black people.
Oh
based.
yes, absolutely.
Because it's a lot of them that's everyone
Well,
based. And
I think I have about black versus white. White, they just down for everything.
Oh, they down for everything. Like
I'm like,
there
don't, yeah.
there is no
No,
restriction.
Yeah, no
it
restriction.
ain't no pineapple.
No,
pineapples.
Like no pineapples.
But you get to the black community and it's something.
We be like,
Although they sometimes the black people are sometimes a little bougie, like a little off-putting. Like,
So
Exactly.
it can definitely be good to have a mix, but sometimes we want to be around our people, and it ain't got nothing to do with not liking somebody else. It's just your preference.
Yeah.
because I only play black,
Okay.
Yeah, and I know a lot of.
except for pets.
To me, I grew up in Raytown in this early '70s, late '80s, early '90s. So I'm like, hell, I was eating pussy before pussy was popular.
Reparations.
So I'm like,
Before
they
pussy
giving-
was popping,
yeah,
he
they
was eating
giving
pussy.
me
Before pussy.
I went back bragging to my cousins, and they give me a paper plate or some plastic utensils, and I'm like, what the fuck? Is this?
My pet positions is only for the clear folks. You know what I'm saying? That's for reparations for my people.
Oh my! It's time to go, y'all. This show has been fucking amazing. I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but whatever happened today is not what I thought.
You can find me on FetLife
called me
and
off guard on that one.
kinky.com. Daddy Needed the God. I am taking my applications are Daddy Needed the God.
And I'm gonna tell you, if I forgot to mention you and give you a shout out, don't beat me up.
Ain't no
Don't
listen.
beat me
We
up.
are at a firearms accessory store. First of all, nobody
Yeah.
beating you up. Second
Yeah,
of all,
yeah.
this show was about you, nobody else. So it was
Absolutely.
about your journey.
Also check out
Yes.
Black King KC.
Black King KC.
I forgot. I know. Yes, I forgot.
Right.
Brandon,
I'm
don't kill me.
overwhelmed. I'm
I got you.
overwhelmed. Okay, so we gave you guys
about Brandon.
a lot of information today.
Much love, Brandon,
And
but
they've
forget
had
about you.
some drinks and some libations and some shots. And I'm glad my guests had fun. I appreciate y'all for coming out. I want you guys to watch this video, like this video, subscribe to my channel. I want you to share. I want you to tell your mama, your sister, your daddy, your uncle, your baby mama, your baby daddy. Tell everybody about me. I appreciate you guys for tuning in today. This has been the Black and Vocal as Fuck podcast. And toodles. We out this bitch.
She's black and vocal, vocal, vocal. She's black and vocal as fuck, vocal. She's black and vocal, vocal, vocal. She's black and vocal as fuck, vocal, vocal as fuck.